Hi, my friends. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're having awesome, positive days, right? I hope you're doing really great, happy, healthy. You and your family, your entire family, right? Okay, that's really great. Here's Goiana Ferreira from Florida. I'm saying hi to all of you. And the tips of this video, it's for us to be even healthier, even stronger, and don't depend on food from supermarkets, food the government gives to you, so we can be even better, even healthier, even, happier, right? Okay, I'm gonna let you know how we can do that. Okay, so everybody does have a different situation. So some people live in apartments that they cannot have their organic gardens outside, right? So the first thing, you go ask to the office, ask the owners, ask again, get a group of people, to join you and ask together. Just do the best you can, send emails, go in person, right? To the office manager or the board members, because some apartments they have a board members, and also the owners. So that's what you're gonna do, ask and ask, right? So get a paper written authorization from one of them so you can start. Every family will start their own garden. So if your neighborhood, you know people that live there, you're already familiar to them, you can trust them. If you really trust them, then it's okay, right? But if there are neighbors you don't know, just put a camera there, because everyone's gonna plant right in front of their apartments or their homes. If you live in a community that you have a proper gate, your own house, then it's okay. Just make sure that gate is closed, right? And of course, if you trust all your neighbors the same way, so they're not going to throw anything bad at your plants, right? Okay. So, and if you have any questions, put a camera, and that also helps. But if you already know your neighbors, they are actually your friends, so that's fine. Just start planting, okay? All right. If you own your own place, ask the other neighbors to join you, and everyone gonna plant and have the food, okay? So make sure you start having your gardens. Get hardwood timbers to make your garden so they will last for many decades. Do not use treated wood timbers. That's very important, okay? Because you're gonna plant a lot of herbs, and this way you're gonna avoid any pests of any type to your wood, right? Okay? So get a hardwood, search it up in your area. Types of wood, you might pay a double of price, but you might have the structure for a few decades instead of a few months or 2-3 years, okay? All right, get organic soil, and if you don't have the garden, you start in plants. If you have a porch with sun, you start at your porch. Just do the best you can. Here are some tips for you. If you plant in plastic containers, your sprouts, make sure they are not bad. And what bad means? They do not have BPA, chemicals that leach into the food, right? Because with the heat in the plastic, can harm your food, right? But if you don't have anything else, just do the best you can. So PBA, here in the United States, we call number 3 is the polyvinyl chloride, and the number 6, polystyrene. Those are the two bad ones. So do the best you can, right? And start going. If you're just gonna do sprouts, they don't need a full sun all day, right? And you're gonna harvest soon. So until you get the garden beds going as soon as possible. instead of purchasing other things, focus and get that hardwood timbers, logs, not logs, because the logs are really round and we don't want spiders to make webs there. No, need to be straight, get a straight timbers or boards. Okay, just do the best you can. Hardwood, not treated, because the treated, they have chemicals. Okay, and get going, get your organic soil, get the seeds the best you can, and start. Okay, so there it is. That's the beginning of a new life. And you can start eating as soon as they are 5 centimeters tall. In a few days, you can start eating. Do not plant them too deep, so they will soon sprout. Water them, depends how much sun you have, how much heat you have. Water them every day or every other day, you're gonna see your sprouts. You just do the best you can according to the area you are. That's the beginning of a new life. Okay, so here I have some tips for people that do not have the garden beds yet, right? And just do the best you can, my friends. If you live in an area with a park, make sure contact the mayor, the city mayor, the county mayor, the governor, the president, contact everyone you can and keep going. Get your friends, your neighbors, your family to join you, right? In the other order, let's say better. Your family, your friends, your neighbors, and your co-workers, all right? And send letters, send emails, go in person, do everything you can. All right. Also ask for neighbors, commercial zones, the main thing is to be organic, have the written authorization and start going. Okay, great. For the seeds, also do the best you can. If you have heirloom seeds, you get them. If you have, non-GMO seeds, you get them. Of course, give priority to the better ones and keep going. The main thing is start planting, my friends, because even in supermarkets there are many chemicals. They say it's organic, but it's not really 100% organic, right? We know that. Unless your country have really strict procedures. But in the United States, as far as I know, they do not need to be 100% organic. So just do the best you can. Get those seeds, start planting, and start eating. Be healthy and be strong, okay? All right, really great. Okay, the other thing is please subscribe right now and share with all your friends right this minute, okay? We have to be strong, my friend. Don't let anyone tell you that this is not right, this is not good, because it is awesome. I'm God's messenger, I'm God's secretary, and I'm here bringing information how we are going to heal our planet with good practices for families, with good eating practices, work out, take sun exposure every day, right? Have clean homes, no chemicals, have happy children playing outside at schools, because all this counts in a total for us to have great peace points. What great peace points are? Good things for life, for good health, right? So that's what we need, my friends. Be strong and say no to negative things, okay? All right. Okay, so let's plant our sprouts and be happy and strong and convince your neighbors, your families, your co-workers, and your friends. All right? Okay, you're doing great. See you soon. If you like this video, you can put thumbs up and just say your first and last name, which country you're from, okay? All right, city and country. Okay, my friends, please do not leave comments because I have no time to read them all. All right? Okay, see you soon. Okay, so here I have a few pictures, right, of the things I did here, found a place, and, put the name tag if you have a marker, mark, get some labels the best as possible, because you need to know, right, which one you're planting, and the ones you already know. And look for weeds, edible weeds in your neighborhood. They're amazing. Here we have, for example, dandelion. It's grown in many places, very easy to get, okay? So focus on those plants as well, because you can cultivate them. Get their seeds, plant in organic soil, and get going. All right? Okay, my friends, be strong, make notes, bring your children with you, your neighbors, do things together, do things united, have meetings, and start our program, right? We are having 10 couples for each site, each property, okay? We have many videos already posted. Subscribe to our channel so you're gonna see our latest information. All right? Okay, my friends, we're doing really great, and soon we are going to have our international conference. Be ready with your family and join our 2-year course, international university course. Oh, that will be a gift. Okay, here we are. Okay, my friends, so here we are. All right, so during the week, if you live in an apartment and did not have authorization yet from the office, right, to start planting the garden, start doing your own compost. You see, you gather, you put the citric, already cut everything, and then you're gonna separate twice a week or so, you get the good things. So what is the good things? The non-acidic, the banana peelings, eggs, paper, you don't have carrots because I already purchased organic carrots, so I don't have carrots peeling. But like little garlic peelings, those are the things. Very small apple core, if they're bad, little things like that. And then you go outside and you can have donations or get the containers you have. Just be careful if you're using containers with soap, that was used for soap before, detergent, those that you can cut. Just be careful. Leave in water for a few days, rinse out, leave with water for a few more days, maybe 2 weeks or so you're sure no smell and no residues, on the side of the container. But this I got for free, you see, here. And I'm just putting 2 because of the holes, the way they match on the bottom, so I will take them out afterwards. But right now, so it won't leach out the things, the good items I'm putting here, right? Because they have too many holes on the bottom, as I just showed you. All right, so you go outside and you get grass clippings or dead weeds, need to be really dead, right? And so that's what I do. Don't get mulch, because if it's mulch, probably the office, the community purchased for that. Don't get mulch, just get everything else. All right, so that's how you're gonna do. On the bottom, you put the citric ones, right? The ones, if you have a container deep like that. Mine is about 20 centimeters high, more or less, just for you to have an idea. So that's how I do it. I put on the bottom the citric ones because they will already start to break down, right? And I won't throw them away. They will be good for the future, right? But the acidic, go leach with the days. All right, so the lemon and orange, that's how you do it. If you have pineapple, cook the pineapple, boil, right, for 10 minutes, cut them in small pieces, and you can drink that tea, right, and then they will break down more easily. All right, so I put everything together when I'm in hurry, and then when I have time, I separate them, okay, as you see here. All right, so, and then you cut everything small as I show you here, right? You cut everything small and put those things on the top with more grass clippings, get some dirt outside, where you think you can do that, right? So that's how you do it. So, again, a few words. Acidic things on the bottom, and the good things on the top, and gonna mix, and then on the very top you put the soil and you're gonna plant. All right? Okay, the other thing, when you squeeze the lemon in the morning to cleanse, need to be organic, right? Organic, no chemicals. You squeeze the best you can, drink early in the morning, fasting, and wait for 1 hour while you do other things. Take your shower, get organized, wait 1 hour to eat, or eat only at your work. If you really need a big detox, gonna eat only for lunch. Stay the whole morning without eating, okay? All right, so, and then you take the whole core. You see here, you take the whole core. This was bad, I couldn't take everything. I just took this side, Take all the core, the fiber, and you put in your salad. Eat with the salad, okay? So squeeze the juice with water, no sugar, nothing else. All right, so you're going to cut in small pieces like that, and you're going to put with the orange, okay? About 2 centimeters or so, very small, all right? So you can do it as the day go, every day cut the best you can. When you hurry, put whole, like I do, The lemon take long, I just put there. But the orange very quick, I already do it. So find out your way. Twice a week, you get help from anyone that lives with you. And this way you can start, your own sprout, your own salad. Get a window or a porch, or get authorization from the office to put your containers until you have a proper authorization to do the proper garden beds with frames and everything else. All right? Okay, let's get going. I forgot to say that. Alright, so now it's good. So now we don't have more peeling. Oh, cut your papers. Cut your papers. Yes, this has plastic. Okay, my friends, the other thing is from your office. I have this here by my working table, my working area. All right, so if it has ink like this, you put on the bottom. If it's a plain paper like this, save every bit. Cut small pieces and put on the top. All right, so this way also works. Like if it's a little bit of ink, depends, you can put on the bottom because it has paint. And this way you go. If it's just a little bit like that, you know, you can put on the top. All right? Okay? So this way you go. Save every tiny bit. But here, be careful. This one I got the cover from the oats. So it's a little plastic. You don't feel like, you know, one side is really paper, but the other side is a little bit plastic. Be careful. Those you have to put in the trash. Do not put any plastic, okay? Because those are not good as well. But that's just for now until you have the proper garden beds with timbers or bricks in masonry, right? Made in masonry, okay? But because the sun, the heat of the sun with time might leach, but it's just temporary. But those, you don't want to take chances because all this is already good soil. You're preparing here already good soil. Put only good things, okay? All right? But the plastic, no, that's really trash, all right? Okay, so you just touch and feel, all right? So you're sure, okay? You're doing great. Okay, those things on the banana, they're too hard. You see the tip of it? You know, just put on the bottom, okay? Because they're gonna take longer. And it depends how hurry you are, but if, you know, it takes too long to cut in small pieces like that. So in my case, you know, just you put hole on the bottom, okay? Eventually gonna break down. If you have time, you know, if someone does have time, it can cut small pieces. That's fine, you know. Will break down easier. Okay, the other thing is that if your scissor get a little bit like here, you see some sap from the banana when you cut the banana peelings, right? Or anything else, you just get your little fabric, you know, the kitchen little fabric that you wash your dishes with baking soda. That will work fine, okay? And the other thing is that if you find any seeds from oranges or grapefruit or anything, even that's organic, do not try planting big trees because it's much worth it for you to purchase, you know, a proper tree because you don't know if it's GMO or not, right? Okay? If it's for herbs, it's okay. If it's for what else? Anything else that's small, right? Vegetables, but usually those you're gonna purchase anyways. But I'm just saying, be careful with fruit trees because take years for a fruit to grow and then you realize that cannot give fruits. Okay? So be ready, be smart, and have your 2 containers, you know? It's ready, and in a weekend you get better. One for acidic and one for more alkaline peelings. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, the other thing you can also use the toilet roll like I did. Start cutting small pieces and put on the top because they don't have chemicals, you see? All right, very good. Okay, the white paper does have some bleach, right? We know that, but it's okay. You know, that is fine. And the toilet paper roll might have a date, you know, like you see here. That's a tiny ink, so that's okay too. Cut small pieces and like this, you're gonna start forming your good compost at your own apartment. Make sure as soon as possible, go to the office and ask authorization. When you go, already have a paper ready, you know. You can handwrite or you can type, okay? So if they say yes, oh, you're ready to sign. Bring your spouse with you. All right. Thank you. See you soon. Hi, my friends. How are you doing? Doing really great? Okay, so today I'm planting some more seeds, right? So, and I'm guiding you. You're just going to do the best you can. So, I cut a few plastic, you see, that I found. So, cut long ways from a container. So, you know, I cut from this container here, found. So, on the top, if you have a marker, you can write a marker. I didn't have a marker, so I got a sticker I also found, you know, in a plastic. And I cut little pieces of the sticker and then so the pen could write on a sticker, because on the plastic I didn't have any marker anymore, right, from the cleanup. Okay, so put the initials like I did here, arugula, spinach, for you to have an idea. So I plant the whole line of dill. I plant the whole tray of coco plums that's native here in Florida. And here I plant cilantro, mint, because those that can be transplanted, that will be fine. Radish, collard greens, tomatoes, okay? All right, so find the pots that you have, you know, from your neighborhood, or you buy, you know, in clay. Do the best you can. Those I got for free. They were there in a community for a long time, a few years actually. So on the bottom you put some dry leaves like I got here, you see? Put some dry leaves on the bottom, and then on the top I cut I cut some peelings of tomatoes, little pieces of cardboard, you see, without paint. Okay, so just remember, on the bottom you put the citric ones, from orange, from lemon, right, lime, those things. And on the top you can put bananas and things like this one. I found those pieces of tile, so I put them here. So the grass, because you know, in this community I don't have authorization to plant my gardens yet. So I just found this little place here, and hopefully gonna work. So I put those because, you know, they already put spray in this area. So I just put so the grass won't grow, because here it's still very warm in Florida and the weeds grow very fast. But look, they already spray all around this tree. So I'm just using this area that's already sprayed. You see here? All around, even on the other side, you see? You know, so, but the grass here, as I said, grow really fast. So just do the best you can with the opportunity. So on the bottom, you're just gonna fill up, right? The best you can. Because I don't have more citric, you know, I didn't cut more citric. So that's how you fill up the bottom, right? And that's how you can do. Do not share, you know, do not share. Try to do your own. If you're gonna share, share the empty containers, but everybody gonna plant their own, all right? Okay, and then you crumble them up the best you can. Don't, you know, even the little sticks, crumble them up, because they're very good. They're gonna break down as you water them, okay? And then you put the peelings you have, little pieces of paper, right? Because they're gonna give nutrients to the soil. I purchased organic soil, all right? And I'm just doing quick. And the coffee grounds, you can put those big pieces of banana, you put, stick them on the bottom, all right? So that's how you do it, okay? Or on a side, you can stick them on a side. They're going to break down. As soon as they're covered up, you have to cover them up, right? So it won't give any. I'm just showing more or less because I have just one hand. All right, so I'm just doing a few, trying to complete, and then you put seeds on the top, and you know, and if you can already have a garden, you have a garden. If you don't have a garden yet, plant in pots. There are many ones you can put in pots, right? Okay, so I'm just making this one ready here, one row. I'm trying to finish one row with these bananas and the coffee ground I got. And here could put a little bit more. All right, so the main thing you already know is to cover those bananas, right? And you share the coffee grounds, you know, so you have to cover them else so it won't be mosquitoes, flies, little bugs around, okay? All right, Okay, so I got organic soil, and so make sure no one in your family have a cut in your hands, or you know, like any hand problem, because you're doing food for your family. As I said, don't share. If you're gonna help someone, provide them, you know, the empty containers, you know. That's even good to wash them and dip them in solution if you don't know where they came from, right? Yeah, dip them, you know. Look online. You can put some vinegar, you can put some spray vinegar inside or outside. Okay, so I got the whole row here. Then I can do the back row after. So I'm just doing one more here. You see? Okay. And the soil with time gonna break down because the bottom it's dry leaves, right? So they're gonna give you more space, but that is fine. And as when you water as well, so give a little inch here of space, you see it on the side, so the seeds, I don't like to cover much the seeds, just cover them very gently, or maybe even just water, because they're gonna go on the hose that's already there, you see. So they won't fly. Leave a little space here on the side. So depending on the dirt you got, you know, make sure you get the little crumbs out. Okay, so that's how I did. Then you put those tags, gonna last forever. You can keep writing over and over in blue, you see, like here. And get strong green onions. Those I got from the supermarket, already planted, you see. Okay, so here it is, our new seeds. And then you do a prayer, so no cats will come, you know, no dogs will come, because I have some dogs on the neighborhood. So just do a prayer every day that they grow healthy and strong, right? Because we need good plants, right? So dogs won't come and bugs won't come, because everything is covered properly. Never put anything from meat, from chickens, bones, fish bones, or chicken bones, okay, on those pots, right? So here it is. All right, so get ready, take some pictures, and get organized so you can have lots of organic food. Make sure you get organic soil, right? Okay, see you soon. All right, for cocoa plums, you see I got many. Some of them, you know, we ate, and some we put them whole as we found on the ground. So make sure, you know, some of them that are big pits, right? Like that's called big seed in the center. When they're too big, they need a shock, right? So thermal shock already did, and let's see what happens. Just cover them gently, because you see you still have room. I left here some room. So make sure you can, you know, have room. So this way they're gonna have a lot of light and heat from the sun, instead of putting them too deep. And if needed, you just add soil after the first sprout comes up. That's what I found the best. But you're gonna figure out, look online, okay? Look online. And I think that's the best you can do. So over here, you're gonna plant tomato. You know, for pots, you know, you're gonna also see which ones, you know, when you purchase them, which ones can put in pots, like says here, you know. But cherry tomatoes you can also plant in big pots. Here they say 12 inches. So it's about 24 centimeters tall, right? So those are those pots I planted on the back. See? Okay. All right. So just do the best you can. Get a container or purchase a watering can, you know, so you can water them, and use what you have, and always do the best option, right? And the main thing is for you to get a good soil. You know, if it's organic, a bag of organic soil is too expensive. Get a soil that does not have Roundup, right? Because you can add the nutrients from your own kitchen, right? You know, like a banana and the ones I was showing, right? And the dead leaves itself, you know, from the the sprouts gonna have afterwards. Okay? All right, they're doing really great. So look, I cut yesterday and it's already growing. Look, I cut them to eat the top yesterday and I just put in a little water, they're already growing. But this soil does not have much nutrients, the bag I bought. So we just add the coffee, grounds and things, and you're gonna have on compost, things from teas that you use, right? Okay? And remember, acidic things on the bottom and everything else, more alkaline peelings on the top. Great! Take some pictures, share with your family and your friends. Okay, so when you put the tomato seeds, you see I put on the top here, you don't even have to cover. How is that? Because when you water, you gently water. Look, let me show you. They're gonna find a place right there, you see? Yeah, unless one or another. So they won't go too deep. You see? Oh, sorry, didn't show it so well. And the ones that is still exposed, and then you gently gonna cover. Very gently, okay? Very gently. Because, as I said, the main thing is for them to really sprout with the heat and the light. And then you always have room in your pot and you can put more soil afterwards. Alright? So, this one I put a little too much, but it's okay because the leaves I put on the bottom, as I said, they're going to break down and they're going to give some room. Alright, so you cover them up, all done, you see? Perfect. Alright, so here it is. Lots of cherry tomatoes, little ones. And when they sprout and about 10 centimeters tall, strong, then I'm going to put to the big containers, the ones bigger than that, about 40 centimeters tall or so, bigger than those. Alright, here we are. Take our pictures. The owners, property owners. So here I'm putting some plants because August now 2022 is 1 year as the office to plant some gardens. So I don't have authorization yet. So I'm going to do like everyone else, just plant some pots, okay? So the weeds here were already killed, so I'm just putting here by the tree, okay? I hope it won't bother anyone, and we're still looking for authorization for all families. We have more than 50 families interested to have their own garden, so if you can help us out, it would be appreciated. I'm just gonna put some little tiles around here so the weed won't grow, okay? Alright, so looking forward to have an answer from you. Thank you so much, I appreciate. Here's Goiana, thank you. Okay, my friends, so here we have a few more tips. So I got those pots for free, and I have here, I put some on the bottom, because of the holes. They have very big holes, so some of them I wet them and put right there. And a few more, you see? Okay, and then I washed those leaves because I don't know if they have Roundup on them or not, because they were here in a community in an area that maybe they spray, so I washed them really well. Just do the best you can. Put on the bottom, right? I soaked overnight, then I wash, and then you just drain them well and rinse them, and then I put them on the bottom. And then I'm gonna put the organic soil. You see, so that's because with time they're gonna break down, right? Then you're gonna renew, check your pots every 6 months or so, right? Take them all apart and you can renew them for every 4 months, whichever you think is appropriate. Okay, so I put those leaves that are already washed, those dry leaves. I try to break them down, and I'm gonna do some more. I just want some more pots because we need food, right? Okay, and then you can mix, because they're gonna break down, so you can mix whichever little pieces of paper you have, right? You can mix with the leaves, right? Okay, so that's how you do it. Mix, the leaves. All right, those pots are about 20 centimeters high, about, so you have an idea. And so you mix and put my leaves. All right, on the top, a half towards the top is the organic. Why is that? Because some plants might have longer roots, but they're also gonna decompose. They're gonna break down and go down, right? So by the time they reach the bottom, so they're gonna stay with the organic soil. And here I'm reusing, I cut the bottom, you see, those are from Home Depot. And you can put in a tape on the top if you have, or you can use like that and just, for the flowers, whichever you have. I found them, I got them actually from someone who was not using, because here, they're old, be careful, don't break them apart, but they can be reused. So once they were treated with neonicotinoids, it's a type of pesticide, so I'm just putting them in soap, so we wash them well, right? Because they can be useful, right? Okay, so here's some more tips. And here's my leftover leaves, see? And soak. Whichever is the situation, if you have fungus, you just boil them. And then, boil them in a big pot for 5 or 10 minutes. Boil the leaves, yeah. I'm gonna take unwanted fungus out. But my case was not fungus because they didn't have fungus at all. So whichever is your reality, just think smart and get your pots going, until you have your garden beds. All right? Okay, get ready, my friends. Get ready to renew life, have your own organic food. So for the pots I took all the tape out. You see, I got many small pots like that. They're good to sprouts. They're about 12 centimeters tall. Just take all the tape out, and use the coffee ground, the peelings, from fruits, okay? All right, get ready, my friends, get organized, let's get going. Okay, my friends, so the middle part you mix, right? The leaves you got, because the type of soil I bought, organic soil, will break down and will go down pretty much. Mix the middle of the soil, right? So the roots, when they reach that point, they won't have an impact, right? And a void. Okay, all this is gonna break down. And so, okay? And then on the top, you just put the soil, the organic soil you got. All right? And the main thing is for you to get a clean soil, right? Clean soil, very clean soil. And if you're using any chicken poop or anything, make sure they are already treated before you use, right? They have to be heated up. And so if you're not sure, it's bad. Depends the country you live, right? Because some countries you cannot trust what's written in a bag. But here in Florida, you can trust that this is organic, right? And won't have weed seeds and things like that. So if you're using manure from chicken, from cows, that's okay. But you have to age them really properly, search online, so they won't carry pathogens, and it won't be bad, won't be harmful for you and your family, okay? So it's very important for you to have a good soil. Make sure they need to be heated by itself, right? They need to break down and age. They need to be aged before you use them. So the best, get the soil that you're sure. From a farm that does not have animals, for example, okay? So you're sure this is good. And what you're gonna put, as I said, use your coffee grounds, use the banana peelings, use what you have, the peelings, leaves of veggies. With time, they're gonna grow and you're gonna get the leaves, the yellow leaves, right? So you're gonna use pieces of onions, the peelings of garlic, onions, little pieces of paper. So you're gonna give nutrients and form your own bacteria with time. Do not put manure that was not aged, properly aged, okay? Or any soil with a lot of weed seeds, okay? All right, we're doing great. All right, take care, be ready. Okay, so the other thing is that you're gonna learn how to do your green tea and things like that, right? To bring good nutrients to your plant before you plant it. Okay, we're doing great. Okay, my friends, so when you purchase your soil, you have to make sure they don't have styrofoam pieces. Those white things on my bag called perlite. It is not styrofoam, so make sure, read the bag, ask, the salesperson to make sure. If they tell you don't have and you see that they do, go and return and be strong, because in some countries you cannot return things. But do not purchase any soil with styrofoam, okay? That's very important. Okay, my friends, so those are some tips for those planting pots, okay? And let's be strong, plant our sprouts the best as possible. Already have your chickens, good grains for them, healthy organic grains for them, right? And they are foragers, anyway. So get the land you need and cancel any landscape company, no pesticides, no herbicides. My friends, let's renew life of our planet. All right? Okay, so see you soon. Get ready. And check other videos. We have many playlists. So check the ones that you're most interested in. Share with WhatsApp, the groups. Talk about your friends, Ask your boss to have a meeting with your co-workers, right? And with the boss presence as well, okay? And plant a garden at your work as well, my friends. We need gardens. We don't need more fast food in our planet. So let's get ready, get organized, and be ready for a new humanity, okay? We are going to do this united, all right? Okay, see you soon.